it's Alex and I am in my kitchen. I caught you out there. You thought I was going to be in my hallway. It is the 28th of July, my day off, my only day off. Well, I'm off on Sunday, but I'm not going to work on the car. That is a day off. And I have had something come through the post today. I've had two things come through the post today, actually, that might excite you P6 fans. I bought some mud flaps for Mr. Jenkins. Now I wasn't sure if I was going to put mud flaps on Mr. Jenkins because he's never had them since I've had him. But these came up listed on eBay as a Rover P4 roof rack. Rover P4 roof rack? Yeah. So I was really lucky and I got these mud flaps cheap. I think they were £15 and they're genuine. It even comes with a fitting instruction. Rover 2000, basic, TC and automatic, which is what mine is, automatic. So I thought it was quite cool. It came with the fitting instructions and you can see it's got the original sticker on and it shows me how to fit them. So yeah, 15 quid, why not? I'm going to put those on Mr. Jenkins. The other exciting thing that came, now I'll put you on my stand because I can have two hands. Woo! Yes, look, Land Rover box. It says Nor, but it's actually Knob. A very kind person who has seen one of my videos sent me this all the way from Canada. Now, I don't know if you're going to recognise it, probably not. It's a wooden gear knob for, now I don't know, it is broken, but he said that must be glued in once the knob's on the car so you know which way round the thing goes. This is for, and I've got to get in contact with the owner again, this is for the Rover P6 Zagato. Because the one in the Zagato that I filmed on my channel, this is broken on his gear knob, and the lovely gentleman who watched my video said, I've got one of those. He's actually got this, and he's got someone he knows has got a new old stock one that isn't broken, which he was going to send me, but that didn't materialise, so he sent me his, which is pretty cool. So I need to get in contact with the owner so this can go on the Zagato. Exciting! Today is assessment day. It shouldn't be too dirty under this side because do you remember when I did my at-home MOT and I found loads of holes? Yeah, I had a lot of dirt come off then, so there's not too much to clean and assess because we already know there's holes there. I'll just show you what we've got to contend with today. So we're on to the driver's side rear inner wing. If I can get myself down here. Poof, yes. The horrid horrors of the D-post. I can't wait to do that. Anyway, this one's pretty messy. What have we got? We've got a hole down there. That looks like it might go into the inside of the car, which is a pain. We'll assess that in a bit. We've got a hole down there. These all along here, which is strange because there's no holes at all on the other side, around here. And then we've got the obligatory one here, just like the other side. Probably have to put a plate in here. This is all good. This actually looks better here on this side, but then up here it all goes very ropey. So I'm going to have to make something here, which will be interesting. And then we've got holes here I've got to do. I'm going to ignore that bit, ignore those. We'll do that when we do the D-post. A shame we've got to sort out some of this channeling. And again, I don't know if I want to do that this time round or wait until we do the D-post because we're going to have to put a piece on here and here. So yeah, not 100% sure what I'm going to do here yet. That is one piece from here to here, so I might just leave that alone, that runner. Do that when we do the D-post, perhaps. What we got here? Any holes? No, just surface rust. So gross, seam sealer. Oh, excuse me, sneezing. So yeah, I can replace this piece of channel in here. It's a shame we've got to do that. I might just cut it like here and just replace a section. Oh dear, the car's making me sneeze. There might be something going on in here. I'm gonna have to chip away at that. Looks like there is a hole there actually on the splash guard itself. Can you see? Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to assess all this. You see, this is probably okay. They always are. I'm not sure about this. Seems pretty solid. No, we don't know until we hit it with a wire brush. Then underneath, not too bad, thankfully. Not like the other side. This is going to have to be cleaned up. Yeah, I'm going to get really mucky today, aren't I? I'm not listening to you. I don't care what you say. I'm going to fix this car. I bet I look filthy already, don't I? I've just blown my nose because I keep sneezing. Hay fever and dust. So I've wire brushed all this, so we got a little bit of surface rust here and there. That's fine, we can put rust killer on that. No holes. Look, shiny metal. Bit of rust in there. We put rust killer on that. This is a bit weird, but it's strong. I will be taking the rear valance off at some point to assess in here, because this valance needs painting and de-rusting anyway. So, but I'm concentrating on the wings first, the inner wings. So yeah, all this is good. A little bit more wire brushing needing and poking to get all that old rubber out of there. De-rusting needed. This is all solid, solid, solid. Obviously we've got here, I started prizing it off, so yeah, I'm going to cut it. There's a spot weld there. I'll already drill that spot weld out, cut it there, and I'll put a new piece in here. No sign of any holes, which is good. So all this can be cleaned up with a wire brush. No holes, no holes. The only holes we got is on the splash panel here, on this quarter. I've gone along all this edge, and yes, there's some surface rust in there. I suppose really you'd probably drill this panel out to just assess these bits, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to wire brush again when my battery's charged up. Wire brush along here, and then we'll put rust killer down here and some seam sealer to seal this up. This bit I'm going to try and repair and just cut out as much as I can, really. Might leave this bit because that's not actually a hole. I might not even cut any of it out, to be honest. I might just put a plate over it. I'll see how I feel. We need to get rid of as much rust as we can. Yeah, apart from that, no holes yet. I'll take this old piece of mud flap off. I really would like some rear mud flaps, but the new ones are about £105, and I don't know, do I want to spend £105 on a couple of bits of rubber? No, but then I do want the bits of rubber, so if anyone's got any, they don't have to be new, if anyone's got any rear mud flaps for a P6 2000, let me know. I don't know if they're different to a V8. They might be, because of the battery box on a V8. 2.2, I don't know. But yeah, if anyone's got any rear mud flaps for a P6, let me know. I think someone told me there's a proper spot weld removal piece, but I've just been using a drill bit, and I find the hole, or the round bit, which is the spot weld, and then sort of got to be careful that you don't actually drill through the car. And then have a little wiggle. Ah! That pinged off in my face. Good to have glasses on. Yeah, and that's how I've been doing it. So I've just pinged that one off, so I'm gonna get my gloves. Where are they? There. I've done a few other bits whilst the camera was off as well. Down here, that's the bit of mud flap bracket that was on there. I managed to snap it off on 2 of them, but the middle one just sort of fell through the car because there's a hole. So good job that came off because there's a hole underneath it. Now, got my little mini grinder here. Not my Dremel one, but this little grinder. I'm going to hold that like that. Make sure that's away. Hang on. Excuse me. Pull that sheet back so it's not in the way. And should be able to just get them in there and cut this. We stand up. It's not in my face then. A bit dodgy, isn't it? There you go. Danger is my middle name. That's a rotten bit cut off. Push that back. There you go. So what I'll probably do is make a new hole in this piece on the end so I can spot weld that end on. I'll get all this horrible old stuff off and we'll spot weld a new piece in there, but not yet. I'm just cleaning at the moment, so this is part of the cleaning. Let's get this old, I'll get all this old rotten channeling out the way. But this bit's good and it's got that nice curve to it, so I want to save this. I'll spot weld that one back on. Now, what else have I done? I removed a broken screw out of this splash plate. Yes, right, so more drilling to do. Let's see if I can flick some more bits off into my face. I found a hole. That's a shame, isn't it? Must be where the spot weld is. I'll get that bit off. Couple of little holes there. It's a shame. Not bad though, that's the only hole going inside the car on this bit. Because this bit's just a hole from the outside to the outside. So that's good going, really. So far so good. I know this is all horrible, but looks like that's been hit there, isn't it? Just looks a bit bent. Come on. Okay. Gross. one more little bit there. Must be a big hefty spot weld in there, because that's not budging. I reckon there's 2 spot welds together. Yeah, that was 2 spot welds there. There's another little bit in this corner, but that's attached to the D post, so there's not much point in doing that one. I'm going to let my drill cool down a little bit because it's getting red hot with the continuous wire brushing. I've done most of it. I've just got to do a bit more inside this splash panel, and then I'm going to get the wheel off now while my drill's cooling, and I just got a wire brush inside here again, just to get rid of the dirt really, but we know the holes are there. You can clean the primer off of the holes with the wire brush, and yeah, we can start cutting things ready for welding. Check it out, a friend gave me and Raimi this 3-ton Trolley Jack. Wow, that'll lift my whole car up if I could stabilise it. Anyway, we just want to lift this one corner up to get the wheel off. Oh, it's so dusty down here, it's disgusting. I'm just putting this under, one, because I need your torch so I can see what I'm doing, and 2, I thought you might want to see where we can jack here. We can jack on the diff. It's right underneath, so thankfully this is a low slung jack. Try and get it on the flat bit if we can. There we go. Right, we can jack him up there. Won't take many pumps to get this off the ground, I bet. Okay, I lied. There's a lot of flexibility in the P6 suspension, so it's taking quite a few pumps. Oh, here we go. Wheels coming off the ground. Here he comes. That's it, just off the ground. I'll get an axle stand under here now, and then we'll get the wheel off. I've popped the axle stand just on that big block at the back where the tow bar's bolted to. That's an acceptable place to sit there, but it's still on the jack as well, so it's just a bit of moral support there on the axle stand. We'll get the wheel off, and we'll also lay that underneath as a security thing as well, so if everything collapses and goes weird, the car will just sit on the tyre and not on my legs. Hello? Hello, I know you're trying to help, but can you please leave? Yeah, it's a bit dangerous. You're highly combustible. Hmm? Oh, I'm filthy. Oh, you're gonna be filthy now. Oh, speaking of filthy, check me out. Pretty dirty. Oh dear. Oh, this was really dirty, this side. I've just got covered in filth. Found a few more holes, but no big deal. Same as the other side, really. I'll show you. So looking inside the car, as you can see, same as the other side. Look, we got a bit we got to cut out here. We got to cut this bit out here. We've got this gubbins going on here. It's exactly the same. Same pattern, strange. But then we've got a bit more because we've got a little hole here, which is in that funny little triangle piece underneath. I'll show you. And then we've got these bits here that we didn't have on the other side. And there's more. Those other bits, do you remember, painted in red? This is a piece of heater box. I'm good at using heater box. I'm using that to be a shield from the fuel tank and this wire, because there's some holes down there that we're going to have to repair. But we will be repairing those from out here. Ooh. So there's the first one that we could see. These are the panels behind the heater box panel, where the fuel tank is in there. I'm not sure where these go. There must be a void behind the fuel tank and where the back seat is, but I can't see anything in there that's flammable or dangerous, so I sort of scratched a line. I'm going to cut awkwardly. I'm going to cut as much as that out as I can, like a big L shape. I might do this as one piece as well. It's awkward, you know, because you got this shape. I want to keep this shape. That's what I was thinking. Do I cut here so we keep that curve going down, because there's no rot on that bit, and then do an L-shaped plate here. I'm going to have to put a bend in to match this one. This just be a separate square plate here, and then do this as a separate square one, and I'll say there's that. And then oh yeah, the funny little bit up here there, you can see daylight on my finger. That's that little hole up in that triangle. There wasn't one on the other side. And then this bit's okay, apart from this rotten hole here and here. And yeah, we've got to cut that out. We've got this usual same location jobbies here. I'm just going to do the same as I did the other side. That'll do. That'll do for Mr. Jenkins. Oh man, I have done way too much today. Whew, I've just been, well, I've already brushed everything, but I've just been starting to cut out some of the rot, ready to make plates. I'm doing that awkward bit again, where there's a little lip to it, and there's a couple of layers. I'll show you, it's easier for me to tell you. So this is the hole. I've cut it back to as good metal as I can. There's still a bit of corrosion around it, but that cleans up okay once you get the belt sander on it. Same here. So we can make a square piece with a little lip to sit in here, and it will weld into that edge. That's easy. That's the easy bit. And you can see there's a hole under here that's appeared, which is very annoying, but it goes into the inside of the car. If we come in, so I'm losing my voice now. Where's my voice going? Into the darkness, far, far away. Teletubbies. So here is going to be the back of my square, which is no problem. As you can see, the ledge here, that's supposed to go along. So what I'm going to do, I've cut out the rot here. So this is the lip of the splash panel in there, and what happens there is the plate sits on top of that. So I've cut this plate out, so I'm going to put a fresh plate in, which is also going to go and make this new lip here, so that it's going to weld onto that, and I'm going to sneak in a bit of a lip there as well to disguise it all. It's going to be a little bit complicated. I'm probably making more work for myself than I need to, but you'll see, it'll come together. And that, I'm just going to put a little patch over that. It's only a tiny little hole, it's not detrimental or anything. Yeah, bloody rot. Right, before I go in, I decided this piece because that hole's enlarged, there's a hole there and this massive thing here, I'm just going to cut that bit out and I'm going to make a new bit, whole new piece to go in there rather than trying to patch these things up. I think that'll be a lot nicer. There we are. Just cut that out. I'll make a new bit to sit in there that will join on. Be a fun bit to make, wouldn't it, at that angle? Might keep that to help me with the template. Let's pop it on there. It's nearly 5 o'clock now. I think I've made enough noise for one day. I've just cleaned up that piece. I've just cut out. I've cleaned up the area. Yeah, and I'm pretty knackered now and absolutely minging. So I'm going to go in now, have a shower, and well, I'd like to say relax, but I have got some things to do. Like editing the video, for one thing. Thanks for watching. Bye. Type in the word penguin if you stay to the end. Leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.